when an experiment is performed repeatedly, then each performance of the experiment is called a trial, right? This is what I told you. That means here in question number 16, if you see, the probability that an event A happens in one trial is 0.4. That means what is the probability of success here in each trial? 0.4. Probability of success in each trial P is equal to 0.4. 3 independent trials of the experiment are performed. 3 independent trials mean what is the number of trials here? Number of trials here is 3, right? N is equal to 3. 3 independent trials of the experiment are performed. Question is, find the probability that the event A happens at least once. Now, what do you mean by at least once? Which is our success? Occurrence of the event A, right? If you see the question, probability that the event A happens, okay? This part will give our success. Event A happens. So we define success as event A occurs in each trial, right? And how many they have said? It occurs at least once. At least once means that this will give our number of this will give us our R, right? Event A occurs if I'm defining as my success, then the event A can occur at least once in how many ways? Occur in the following mutually exclusive ways. What are those ways? A occurs. See how many trials are there? There are 3 trials. And at least once means A occurs only once. That means here what is the probability? In fact, the value of R. So here R is equal to 1, right? Number of successes is 1. Or A occurs twice. That means here how many successes? R is equal to 2. Or A occurs all 3 times because number of trials is 3. A occurs thrice. So here R must be equal to 3, right? Now we calculate the probability of occurrence of A only once. Probability of occurrence of A only once is equal to NCR. What is the value of N? 3. A occurs only once. So here R is equal to 1. What is the probability of success? 0.6, 0.4. 1 minus 0.4. And what are the powers? Power here is 1 and the power here is 3 minus 1, right? So this will be 3 into 0.4 into 0.6 square. Let us keep it as it is. Probability of occurrence of A twice. Which is equal to 3C2 into 0.4 to the power of 2 into 1 minus 0.4 to the power of 3 minus 2, which is you get 3C2 is the same as 3C1 into 0.4 square into 0.6. So this is 3 into 0.4 square into 0.6. Okay, so this is the probability of occurrence of A twice. Probability of occurrence of A thrice. Which is equal to 3C3 0.4 whole cube into 1 minus 0.4 to the power of 3 minus 3, which is 0.4 cube only. Hence, what is the probability of occurrence of A at least once? See, it is occurring in 3 mutually exclusive ways, right? So you can add up these probabilities. Hence, the probability of occurrence of A at least once is equal to, first one is 3 into 0.4 into 0.6 square plus 3 into 0.4 square into 0.6 plus 0.4 cube. We add up all three. Okay, so if you add up, you will get 0.784. Is this problem clear?
Yes, sir.
So you had actually the application of repeated application 3 times. See, I have repeated the formula 3 times. However, one thing which I would like to mention here, say this is a little long cut way of doing, right? If we just define our success a little differently, then we will be able to do it very easily. Okay, see how. See, probability of occurrence of A, we know that probability of occurrence of A at least once is equal to 1 minus, what is the complementary event? Probability of non-occurrence of A, right? Isn't it? This is what we know. So what
Yes,
we
sir.
do here is we define, if we define our success as probability of non-occurrence of A. If you define our success as probability of non-occurrence of A, then what is the value of P here? Probability of occurrence of A is 0.4. That means probability of non-occurrence of A is 1 minus 0. Right? Number of trials remain the same, n. Number of trials here is n is equal to 3. Right? So what is the number of successes? We want to find this probability of non-occurrence of A. Number of successes here is
A probability of non-occurrence of it.
yes, probability of non-occurrence of A here is how much? Number of successes. What is, look at the success. Probability of non-occurrence of A, right? So how many successes? Because we want to find out the probability of non-occurrence of A, number of successes must be 0. Yes.
How?
Probability of non-success. If we define the success as probability of non-occurrence of A, no, this time it should be non-occurrence of this. The number of success should be 3, right? Because A cannot occur all 3 times, isn't it? In all the 3 trials, the number of successes must be 3, not 0, right? Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So what is the probability of non-occurrence of A? It is NCR P to the power of R into 1 minus P to the
1
power of,
to
right?
the power of
So we get
n
0.6,
minus
simply get 0.6 cube. So therefore, what is the probability of occurrence of A at least once?
0.216.
No, probability of occurrence of A at least once.
Oh,
It is 1 minus, I've written above, see,
minus
1 minus probability of
0.6.
non-occurrence of A.
1 minus 0.6 to the power of 1 minus
Non-occurrence
0.2
of A,
1.
which is 1 minus 0.6 whole cube, right? And so you can calculate this to be 0.784.
0.7.
So you have done this in a very short way here. This is a long cut way of doing. Okay. If we just change the definition of success, okay, then we can do. So you'll have a look at both and then you do according to your convenience. Moving on to the next problem. Now, yes, probability is a little boring. I understand. But then these are the only problems that will that you know you can expect in the question paper. No other variations. Every problem is lifted to teach you something. Every problem has been lifted um, in which it will cover all the types in the exercise.
So
Number
in
7.
10 probability it's so easy and
Yes, this is a
it
little
is complicated.
this is also not difficult actually, if you just concentrate a little, because this is more than just your mechanical way of doing, like a mechanical way of doing, like you were doing EP and GP, all formula based mathematics. This is a little logic based. That is the only thing. Next question is, a policeman fires 6 bullets on a dacoit. The probability that the dacoit will be killed by a bullet is 0.6. What is the probability that the dacoit is still alive? So first of all, how many trials? How many bullets are fired?
6.
So 6 trials are there, right?
Right.
Now when will the dacoit be killed? When at least one
When
bullet hits him, either one bullet or two bullet or three bullets or four, 5 or 6, right?
6
If it
out of
hits, the
6.
dacoit will be killed. So clearly, if you see what is the probability of success here, if I define the success as that the bullet hits the dacoit, then what is the probability of success? 0.6, right? However, if I change the definition of success according to the question is dacoit is still alive, right? So if I say
Mm.
the success is the bullet, a bullet does
Hits
not
the
hit
dacoit.
the dacoit, right?
So if we will do like taking success is equal to a bullet hits the dacoit, then we have to take out uh, the probability of
Then
bullet
each
doesn't
probability
hit.
you'll have to take out. That is probability of hitting once, probability of hitting twice, 2 bullets, probability of hitting 3 bullets, probability of hitting 4 bullets, and you have to do it 6 times. Understood? Just as we had done in the previous problem. Remember, 3 times
Yes.
we took out and then added. So that will be a long cut. Understood? So that is why if we define success in a little different manner, that is, suppose if I define the success as the bullet does not hit the dacoit, because what is the question here? The dacoit is still alive, right? So we define our success accordingly. A bullet does not hit the dacoit. Then what is the probability of success? 1 minus 0.6, right? Which is
1 minus
0.4.
0.4.
And what is the probability that we need to find out? The probability that we need to find out, dacoit is still alive. That means no bullet hit the target, right? If no bullet hits the target, if no bullet hits the dacoit, then the dacoit will be alive. Then the dacoit will be still alive.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, how many successes it should be here? Number of successes?
6.
0. Success is what? Does not hit the dacoit. And the question is, the dacoit will be alive. That means number of successes must be 0,
0.
right? So therefore, what is the probability that the dacoit is still alive? is equal to 6C
C by
0.
66.
6C 0. Our number of successes R here is 0. Don't look at the
Okay.
answer. This is wrong. Okay. The 6C6 here that I have done, this is wrong. 6C 0.4 to the power of
To the power
6.
of 6
Sorry, to the
and
power
1
of,
minus
this is to the power of 0.
3 to the
NCR
power
to
of
the power of
R.
R into 0. And 1 minus 0.4 to the power of 1 minus 0.4 to the
0.
power of 6 minus 6, which is equal to 0.6 to the power of, sorry, this is the power of 0, power of 6 minus 0, this should be.
N
So this
minus
is
R.
to the power of 6. Okay, so you can calculate this to be 0.004096.
Oh.
Clear? But if you do it the other way, it is going to be a little long. That is, if you define a success as a bullet hits the dacoit, then what will happen? Then you'll have to find out first probability, that is one bullet hits the dacoit, number of successes 1. Second bullet hits the target, number of successes 2. Third bullet hits the target, number of successes 3. And this you will have to do 6 times. And then because these are mutually exclusive, because all are mutually exclusive, you have to add up the probabilities. And once you add up the probabilities, that will give you your answer. Otherwise, if I, just as I have done here, that does not hit the dacoit, then in this way, you'll get your answer in just a few steps. So remember this, okay? Next, number 18. Question number 18 here is, a die is thrown 3 times. Getting a multiple of 3 is considered a success. So success is already given to you. Number of trials is also given to you. How many number of trials? 3. And what is the success? Getting a multiple of 3. So what is the probability of success? In how many ways can you get a multiple of 3? Only in 2 ways, right? Out of 6. Right? So 1/3. Question is, find the probability of at least 2 successes. What is the probability of at least 2 successes? Probability of 1 success? At least 2 successes can occur in 2 mutually exclusive ways. What are those ways? 1 success, right? Where R is equal to 1. Oh, sorry, at least 2 successes. Then 2 successes. That's because there are at least 2 successes. R is equal to 2. Or number of trials is 3. So you can have all 3 successes. R is equal to 3. So what is the probability of exactly 2 successes? Is equal to NCR. N here is 3. C. R here is 2. What is the probability of success? 1/3. So 1/3 to the power of 2 into 1 minus 1/3 to the power of 3 minus 2. Okay, so this you get 3C1 into 1/3 square into 2/3. Okay. So this you get as 2/9. Next, probability of all 3 successes. is equal to 3c3 1/3 cube into 1 minus 1/3 to the power of 3 minus 3, which is equal to 1/3 cube, which is equal to 1 by 27. Hence, what is the probability of at least 2 successes? These two are mutually exclusive. Probabilities we have found out at the probabilities 2 by 9 plus 1 by 27. This should give you 7 by 27. Okay, I hope this problem is clear. Moving on to the last problem. Last problem from this trials part. Okay, repeated trials. Drawing with replacement. These were all drawing with replacement. Okay, these were all examples of drawing with replacement where we were repeating the same thing over and over again. And each repetition was called a trial. Same experiment repeated over and over again. And each performance of the experiment was called a trial. Next, number 19. A die is thrown 3 times. Okay, so how many trials here? Number of trials? 3. Getting a 5 or 6 is considered a success. So what is the success here? Success is also given to you. Getting a 5 or 6. So what is the probability of success? 2 by 6. 1/3. The question here is find the probability of getting 3 successes. So the first part. Number of successes is how many in this case? R is equal to 3. Therefore, probability of getting 3 successes is equal to NCR 3CR. P to the power of R into 1 minus P to the power of N minus R. Okay. So this is clearly 1/3 cube, which is 1 by 27. So that is answers your first part of the question. Next, exactly 2 successes. So here, what is the number of successes? 2, right? So R must be equal to 2. Therefore, probability of exactly 2 successes is equal to 3C2 1/3 square into 1 minus 1/3 to the power of 3 minus 2, which is equal to 3C1 into 1/3 square into 2/3. So therefore you have 3 into 1/3 square into 2/3. Okay, and this you can calculate it this to be 2 by 9. Okay. Second last is at most 2 successes. At most 2 successes means at most 2 successes can occur in how many ways? If there are 3 trials, can occur in the following mutually exclusive ways. What are those ways, Tanisha? What are those ways? Yes. No success, right? At most means what? Maximum, right? So you can get no success where R is equal to 0 with probability. What is the probability? How many trials here? 3 trials, right? 3C0 Probability of success in each trial, small p, is 1/3. 1/3 to the power of 0 into 1 minus 1/3 to the power of 3 minus 0. So you get simply 2/3 cube, right? What is the next possibility? One success, right? R is equal to 1 with probability equal to 3C1, 1/3 to the power of 1 into 1 minus 1/3 to the power of 3 minus 1, which is equal to 3 into 1/3 into 2/3 square, right? Tell me.
One, yes.
Hmm.
So 1/3 to the power of R. R is 1.
So this should be 4 by 9. The first one, I think you will get this as 8 by 27. Okay, this is 8 by 27, first one. And third one, what is the third possibility? 2 successes. R is equal to 2 with probability. I think we have calculated 2 successes, no? Yes, we have calculated 2 successes. R is equal to 2. 2 successes with probability. How much have we calculated? 2 by 9. Okay, as in B above. Right? So what is the probability of at most 2 successes? Add up the probabilities, isn't it? Probability of at most
Yes.
2 successes is equal to 8 by 27 plus 4 by 9 plus 2 by 9. Okay. So you add these to get 26 by 27. That's it. And the last one, D. What is the question here? The question here is at no success. Now this is very easy. Probability of no success. Now tell me what should be the probability of no success? What is the value of R here? 3C, no success means 0 successes into 1/3 to the power of 0, 1 minus 1/3 to the power of 3 minus 0, which is simply 2/3 to the power of 3, 8 by 27. That's it. Clear with this?
What did you do?
Which one? I can't hear you. The voice is cracking.
My screen is blank till now.
Tell me, what are you saying?
My screen is start screen sharing.
Your voice is cracking, Tanisha. Your voice is cracking. Can you just come out in the open and so that your voice doesn't crack?
Now,
Tell me.
so can you repeat because my screen went blank?
Which one?
and
Which one? Which one?
It will be connecting. So
Which one? Which part?
second one. 2 success with probability 9.
Yes. If there is 2 successes, this one, right?
Hmm.
If there are 2 successes, number of successes R must be equal to 2. And we have calculated this in B, right? Probability of 2 successes we have already calculated, right? 2 by 9. So that is what I have written, is
Yes,
equal to
sir.
2 by 9. Okay. So I've got add up the probabilities, you get 26 by 27 because the events are mutually exclusive. Right? And the final one was probability of no success. So R was equal to 0. So this is the way we calculate it. Okay. So I will not start anything new. Okay, there's a type 4 that is left here. We'll discuss this in the next class.